Today on People Now, Charles in Charge actor Alexander Polinsky accuses Scott Baio of physical assault and mental abuse. We have details.
Nick Carter's rape accuser files a police report. An investigation is underway.
Jordin Sparks opening up about the recent heartbreaking loss of her stepsister and what she hopes people can learn from her experience.
Country singer Dylan Scott tells us about balancing life on the road and new baby at home.
I'm really annoyed that why don't they bring Zinc back?
And could a Xena Warrior Princess reboot actually happen? Lucy Lawless gives us her 2 cents.
Plus,
I think on the season you'll see I have great kisses and then I have some bad ones.
The Bachelor himself, Arie Luyendyk Jr., tells us all his biggest regrets so far this season.
it's all today on People Now.
Yeah, driving while kissing on a jet ski, very dangerous. You gotta watch out. That's one regret that I know of. Good morning, guys. Happy Thursday. Lots to get to today. Bachelor Arie Luyendyk Jr. opening up about the group date he still cringes at today, and his honesty, it really got us all thinking. What is your worst date story? We've all been there. We've had those moments. It's embarrassing. Something bad happens. It all derails. That's our question of the day. Tweet us at People using the hashtag PeopleNow. Join the conversation. We'll read your answers live in just a little bit. But first, here's what you need to know and what is trending for today. New allegations against Scott Baio surfaced Wednesday from another one of his Charles in Charge co-stars. Alexander Polinsky, who played Adam Powell in the sitcom, has filed a police report alleging that he was physically abused by the 57-year-old actor. He also made statements to support another one of Baio's accusers, Nicole Eggert. Eggert appeared on The Talk, where she opened up about her sexual abuse allegations against Baio. In the interview, the former actress claimed that the alleged abuse began to take place when she was just 14 years old. Here's what she said.
And before I was 15 years old, he had me at his home, in his car, in his garage, and he penetrated my vagina with his finger. And this is where it began, and this continued almost on a weekly basis for years.
Alexander Polinsky supported Eggert's claims in his own police report, stating that he witnessed Baio acting inappropriately towards Eggert during his first year working on the show. Polinsky adds that Baio yelled at him and called him various homophobic slurs. He also claims that he, quote, received regular verbal attacks, mental abuse, and suffered a physical assault at the hands of Scott Baio. People has reached out to Baio's reps for comment on Polinsky's claims, but have yet to receive a response. We'll keep you posted. Melissa Schumann, the former teen pop singer who accused Nick Carter of rape, has officially filed a police report. Santa Monica PD confirms to People that a complaint against Carter about an early 2003 incident was filed on Wednesday, and an investigation is underway. Authorities could not disclose the name of the person who submitted the report, but Schumann shared a tweet that same day, reading in part, quote, "I'm finally doing what I thought I could no longer do. I'm filing a police report. Hashtag be the change." In November 2017, Schumann detailed the alleged incident on her blog, claiming that Carter had invited her over to his house when she was 18 and he was 22. According to Schumann, Carter took her to the bathroom where they started kissing. Carter allegedly began to unbutton her pants and ignored her objections before allegedly performing oral sex on her. Schumann claims he then demanded that she perform oral sex on him. Despite allegedly telling Carter that she was a virgin and waiting until marriage to have sex, Schumann says Carter led her to his bedroom where she claims that he raped her. Schumann also reveals that after the incident, her manager told her not to come forward with the story because she was trying to build a name for herself in the industry at the time. A rep for Carter did not immediately respond to People's request for comment, but Carter did release an exclusive statement to People in November. That statement saying in part that Schumann never expressed that what they did was not consensual and that it is, quote, contrary to my nature and everything I hold dear to intentionally cause someone discomfort or harm. Now onto this. Singer Jordin Sparks has gone through unimaginable loss. Last week, her 16-year-old stepsister, Brianna, died following complications from her lifelong battle with sickle cell anemia. I spoke to Sparks, where she opened up about what she'll remember most about her sister and how she's fighting for a cure. Watch this.
She was so sweet, and she had the tiniest little voice. It was just so precious. Like if you talked too much or it was too noisy, you would miss it. You know, it was just so sweet. Her dream was to raise awareness and to find a cure for it. She fought her entire life, all 16 years, in and out of hospitals, and she was so strong. She just dealt with it, you know, and it was never there was never a complaint. I'm sure she had moments where she was like, okay, this hurts, but you know, she was one of the strongest people that I that I've ever encountered. So she wanted to find a cure for it, and I think that that is something that we need to do. People know about sickle cell, but they don't know like how rampant it is or how many people are affected by it. It kills 100,000 people every single year, and it's like, why aren't we talking about this more? So we have a GoFundMe to raise more money and to donate to find a cure, and it's just GoFundMe/Breeze Corner, BRYS Corner, and we're just trying to raise as much as we can to help find a cure so nobody else has to go through this.
And she was so strong in that whole interview. You know, this is just days after she buried her sister. It's just really, really sad. And I really appreciate that she's taking the opportunity to bring awareness to that after suffering that kind of loss.
Yeah, definitely. All right, you guys, let's check in on our question of the day. In honor of Bachelor Arie opening up about his biggest regret from the show, we are talking worst date stories.
One Twitter user writing, one guy made me pay for the cabs and I couldn't get my PIN number to work to get cash out, so he made the biggest stink and asked me to pay him back. Safe to say, that was our last date.
Yeah, wait, what?
Treat your woman right. Treat her right.
Do you have a...
it's a long story, but essentially, like, a date, I ended up getting my car stuck in the mud, and then the police came, and then it was really embarrassing, and then I had to call my roommate to help me push the car out of the mud. Didn't go as planned.
All right, so Celebrity Big Brother premiered last night. I watched it. I have to say, I really, really enjoyed it. Now, so far, there's a girl alliance brewing, started by, you'd never see this one coming, Omarosa and Brandi Glanville. And Brandi even called it the Ho Code. Like, forget Bro Code, she called it the Ho Code.
Ho Code taking over.
Yeah, so people are really excited because the girls are working together. Twitter is absolutely loving it.
Yeah, also, Brandi hates James Maslow from Big Time Rush and wants to target him, so Andy also tweeted this.
Yeah, I think we have a couple tweets coming up.
There we go.
Yeah, Brandi to James.
Like, boom, throw it out.
Yeah, and people are loving Omarosa. This Twitter user says, what the H? Omarosa seems, how do I say, likable? My world has been turned upside down. Because she was actually really fierce on the show last night.
That's my favorite Dr. Phil gift. When you find out there's a bar in the Big Brother Celeb house.
Yes! Because, of course, if there's alcohol on the show, there's going to be drama.
It's going to get more interesting.
Yeah.
No doubt. All right, more of that coming up a little bit later, but Andrea, more news for us.
Yes, Jeremy. Well, she got a bump. We are kicking off Star Treks with a pregnant and fabulous Kardashian. Another day, another Slay. That's what they say, right? Khloé Kardashian is a vision in white in her latest baby bump pic. But honestly, are we really surprised here, people? We aren't. Coco has been killing the maternity photo shoots since announcing her pregnancy back in December. The soon-to-be mama and her NBA boyfriend, Tristan Thompson, confirmed they were expecting in a sweet Instagram post. Khloé writing, "My greatest dream realized. I had been waiting and wondering, but God had a plan all along. I simply had to trust in him and be patient." Well, it's pretty clear the Good American mogul cannot wait for her baby boy's arrival. One source telling People Khloé is excited about being pregnant, but can't wait to meet her baby. She's also excited about her upcoming baby shower. Well, Khloé is the next Jenner sibling to become a parent. Little sister Kylie welcomed a baby girl February 1st, while Kim welcomed her little one January 15th via surrogate. And don't go anywhere because in a little bit, we're breaking down all the things Kylie's baby Stormy can learn from the Jenner women. So cute. I think it's safe to say that Dylan Scott's son Beckett is a big fan of his dad's hit song Hooked. Dylan's only been a dad for a little over a month and a half, but he's just enjoying the time he gets to spend with his adorable little man.
It's awesome, man. We went skiing last week.
Oh,
he
cool.
didn't ski, obviously.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Wow, that kid.
I got to spend some quality time with him, and he's a very happy baby.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, his mom's a very happy. She's happy all the time. I wish I had that personality. Not that I'm not happy, but it's like she wakes up and she's like, "Hey, what's up?" I'm like, "Come on now, coffee first." But,
give me a minute.
he's a very happy baby right now, so it'll probably be like his mom.
I mean, he may be a happy baby, but every new father can tell you horror stories of getting up in the middle of the night, changing diapers. Just because Dylan's a country music star doesn't mean he's exempt.
It's like 2 o'clock in the morning. It's my turn to get up, and I'm in there, and I lift his legs up, and I go to, wipe him. And when I lift his legs up, he just starts peeing right in his face.
Oh, in his own face, right?
And it freaked me out. So I wake my wife up, like, "You gotta come in." She's like, "Just wipe it off." I'm like, "Okay, all right, you're right. Just wipe it off."
I can't even live through this.
But yeah, no, that scared me.
Yeah.
Wife always knows best. Well, Dylan and Blair also have 2 dogs, Brody and Bella, so we had to know if all the B names were intentional.
My wife and I were talking about the other day, we have Blair and Beckett and Brody and Bella. I was like, "Well, just go change my name to Billin or something," Yeah,
Another
a lot
bee
of
in there.
bees in the household.
Was it intentional?
Absolutely not. No, we got Brody as a puppy, and then I was like, well, we need to get him a friend, and she liked the name Bella, and that just so happened to be bees, and then Beck, yeah.
Maybe it's subconscious because you were gonna name the baby
Bo, I
So there's
know.
something with the bee.
Something there.
Something with the bee. Well, regardless of names, that is one cute baby. Legendary designer Vera Wang was inducted into the Figure Skating Hall of Fame for her fashionable contributions to the sport. But did you know she actually skated competitively before becoming a fashion icon? It's true. She says that helped her understand the physics of the sport and how to get the job done. According to Vera, designing for the Olympics is, quote, not for the faint of heart. If one strap breaks or if the beading on the sleeve gets caught when they turn, their whole Olympics is over. It's nightmarish, that's what she says. One of Vera's famous clients was silver medalist Nancy Kerrigan. Vera says Nancy changed the game by keeping it simple in clean lines and high necklines, while other 90s girls wore what Vera calls everything but the kitchen sink on their dresses. We totally agree, Nancy always looked very put together. Well, meanwhile, designing for gold medalist Evan Lysacek was no easy task. He's so strong that Vera says she had to quadruple stitch the seams on his costumes so they wouldn't rip. The challenge to design his costumes worried Vera so much it actually woke her up at night, and she considered quitting. Well, very glad she stuck it out. And for silver medalist Michelle Kwan, Vera says her costume inspiration was bathing suits. It's true. Michelle had to feel total freedom to move around, so Vera kept her costumes light and her skirts as wispy as possible. But one thing Michelle could not resist was beading. For more on Olympic figure skating fashion throughout the years, pick up this special edition of People right now. And tune in to the Olympics starting tomorrow because U.S. men's skater Nathan Chen will debut all new costumes created by Vera Wang. Cannot wait to see what she's got in store. And those are your Star Treks for today.
All right, guys. Well, it is no secret that we're all about this season of The Bachelor,
We're
the dates, the
obsessed.
drama, the romance, all of
Yeah,
it.
and you can't forget all of the kissing, Jeremy.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, I got the scoop from Arie himself about those infamous pillow lips. Here are some of his tips for a Bachelor-approved smooch.
They're making out! Let me see.
It's more about the connection between two people. I think on the season you'll see I have great kisses and then I have some bad ones. You know, because it's more about how two people are meshing. I think so. As far as like tips though, I just kind of do my thing. I don't know what I'm doing half the time. Ryan Seacrest says I brush, you know, do the hair brush. I don't know.
Okay, the hairbrush is one.
Eye contact.
Eye contact. Eyes open when you kiss?
No, not really.
Just like leading
right
into
before.
it? Yeah.
Yeah, leading into it. And then take your time,
Okay,
you know?
those are some solid tips.
Yeah.
All right.
Be soft.
Be soft, there you have it.
Yeah. Soft and
Taking
slow.
notes.
And
It's
kind
like too
of
slow, I think.
creepy. No, I love it. All right. Of course, we couldn't let Arie go without talking about this season's go-to villain, 29-year-old fitness trainer, Crystal.
Yeah, and I asked Arie why he decided to give Crystal a second chance after that whole group date fiasco in Fort Lauderdale. We all remember this. Plus, what does he really think about his 14-year age gap with frontrunner Becca M? We've got the details.
I just want you to know that, like, I'm not here to play games, that I'm here for you.
I mean, she was very confident. She was really there for me. She didn't really, you know, take the other women's feelings into consideration. So from my perspective, she was just really making an effort to be with me. And that made me feel good about us. Then the cracks started, I started to see the cracks in Fort Lauderdale. And then I was like, okay, you know, maybe this isn't going the way I want to. But I wanted to give her a second chance because I really feel you can learn a lot about a relationship through conflict.
I'm 22.
Oh my God.
Yeah, looking at it, you know, that is a big age difference. I think for me, we had such a connection and she was very mature. You know, there's things a little bit that I see now outside of the show that make me go, oh, okay. She feels a little bit more 22 than she felt in that environment, you know, but she, you know, she blew me away. And, you know, she's got such a bold personality and she's so fun. And I just couldn't say goodbye to her.
All right, guys, now on to this. In response to the Time's Up and Me Too movement, the Sports Illustrated swim issue features a project called In Her Own Words. Veteran model Paulina Porskova and sailor Brinkley Cook are some of the women featured in the spread posing fully nude with words of empowerment written across their bodies. Brinkley Cook stopped by to chat with me about why she chose the words that she did and revealed whether posing nude was a tough decision.
I feel like I learn more and more about who I am and what I want to give to the world every day. So I could add a million words and take out a million words, I feel like, every day. But those words, I put like work in progress across my back because I feel like that's just a big thing. Like we're all just works in progress, like trying to better ourselves in a healthy way. And I chose artist because I do photography and videography and painting, and I love creating things, and that's a big aspect of my life and what I give to the world.
And so no bathing suit in those photos.
No bathing.
Those were nude photos and taken carefully choreographed or posed and whatever. Was that something that was nervous for you? Is that just kind of like, okay, it was within a realm of trust with the people involved, right?
It was a really beautiful thing because it's a female-powered project. So I walk in and it's my friend Mary doing makeup and my friend Taylor doing the photos and my other friend Robin doing the videos.
So very comfortable, like this is your community, this is your crew.
So I walked out and I was like stripped off the robe and was like, hey girls, what's up, you know? It's like I'm not thinking like, oh, I need to cover this up and cover that up. Like I was just like, what's up, gals? It's like we're in the locker room or something, except like making something really beautiful and important.
Nudity, not a problem for Sailor at all. She also got to step behind the camera on this project as a behind-the-scenes photographer. She said that she enjoyed being able to help making the vibes on the set more comfortable for the other models.
I love there were a lot of it's like a female-charged shoot. This is Sailor's second time working on the SI Swim issue. She made her debut last year with her mom, Christy Brinkley, and sister, Alexa Ray Joel.
Yeah, when I spoke with her, she called SI Swim her dream, said the shoot felt like home because they actually shot at the family's vacation house in Turks and Caicos.
Nice.
After the shoot, trolls started to body shame Sailor. She, of course, clapped back and shared her thoughts with me on body shaming and standing up for herself. Watch.
I've grown up having issues with my body, and I've grown up with pretty much every situation being called too fat, too skinny, too muscular. I've been too everything. What I've realized now is that the only thing that truly matters is if I look in the mirror and I'm okay with it. And in my head, if I'm like, okay, this is who I am and this is what I am, and I work hard and I am healthy and I treat myself right, and that's truly all that matters. And I think that I want younger girls to look at me and feel like they can relate and feel like I'm not some superhuman and that I'm just a girl who is trying to spread the right messages and let other girls know that they don't have to be a certain size, they don't have to look a certain way in order to respect themselves and to be respected. And people are always going to be mean. There's always going to be someone who disagrees with you in this world.
And we're going to be hearing from Sailor and a whole slew of other SI Swim models over the next week or so.
Yeah, such a good message that she has, too.
Excited for that. Stay with us, guys. Bachelor Arie, he's back opening up about the group date that he regrets the most. Plus, Ash vs. Evil Dead star Lucy Lawless is revealing if a Xena Warrior Princess reboot will ever happen. Fingers are all crossed for this. Let's make it happen, guys.
So I'm 34 weeks today. I only got a month left.
Kylie Jenner's baby girl is officially here. Now, it's no secret, being a new mom can be a little nerve-wracking.
Yeah, but thankfully, the beauty mogul is surrounded by a family filled with outspoken women who are ready to teach the newest Kard Jenner baby all their secrets.
Well, first things first, Aunt Kim can definitely teach Kylie's baby the art of the selfie. She literally wrote the book on it. Remember Selfish, anyone?
I do, and Kim knows her angles, so when Kylie's daughter starts picking up the camera, I'm sure she'll be there to show her the way of the snaps.
This one's really pretty. This one's good.
Of course, all the Kardashians are constantly getting their workout on, but no one has made it a career quite like Khloé and her revenge bod.
So, if Kylie's baby ever needs some future fitness advice, I'd say Auntie Khloé is her go-to.
Now, if Kylie's baby wants to get into modeling one day, she is in luck.
Fashion icon of the decade.
Aunt Kendall can show her the perfect supermodel strut and help her strike a pose like the best of them. Watch out, Kim.
Now, we learned Kylie was having some serious fast food cravings during pregnancy.
Double cheeseburger and fries, well done, please.
But we know how her sister Courtney feels about unhealthy food.
That's just so gross to give your kids.
So if Kylie's baby girl wants to be a health guru one day like Aunt Courtney, then I'm sure the oldest Kardashian would be more than happy to prove that gluten-free is the way to be.
Of course, we can't forget about the Kard Jenner matriarch, Kris Jenner.
I can't wait to see you, meet you, kiss you, love you, teach you things that maybe only I can teach you.
Yeah, maybe Kris will teach Kylie's baby to be a top-notch momager. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. Well, hopefully she pays close attention to her grandma's advice because who knows? Maybe she'll be running her own empire one day, lip kits and all. Looks like we'll just have to wait and see.
Supernatural war is brewing.
Those speeders are back!
I'd hate for anything to happen to your precious little girl.
Ash fans, they just live to be abused. They just want him to say, sit down, you smell bad, you know, and they're like, oh, thanks, Bruce. They're token away. Whereas my fans, if I abused them, would just crumble.
Be devastated.
Yeah, that would not be okay.
Yeah, I'd be sad. Lucy Lawless is starring as Ruby in the upcoming 3rd season of Ash vs. Evil Dead, although most people would know the actress from her days playing Xena in Xena Warrior Princess, of course. And while NBC has killed rumors of a potential reboot, Lucy thinks a Xena revival would do well.
I'm really annoyed that why don't they bring Xena back? That is such a wasted franchise and wasted idea. You know, it doesn't have to be me. It can be some cool black chick.
Would you like to see yourself in some kind of role in that reboot?
Like her mother. I don't think I'd do that because I don't want to play any. It's not true. The mother role's often good. As long as she's toxic mummy, that's interesting. You know, I got to kook it a bit, but I'm not going to play good supportive mommy who goes, oh, please don't hurt yourself. Here's a Band-Aid in case you hurt yourself. Just keep it in your breastplate for later.
That's not exactly the Xena that we
No, I'm not going to do
knew.
Canadian mommy Xena. Right? I would have to play somebody tasty.
Kendall, the taxidermist.
Intelligent, funny.
What about Jacqueline, the research coordinator?
Beautiful, huge brown eyes.
First word that comes to mind when you hear CN, the commercial real estate manager.
Smart, poised.
Tia, the physical therapist.
Fun, badass.
Yeah, she's wild. Tech salesperson Lauren B.
Beautiful, witty.
22-year-old nanny Becca M.
So many things. Too many things to name.
Publicist Becca K.
Solid.
Solid, love it. Well, there you have it. 7 ladies remain on this season of The Bachelor, and things are definitely heating up for its leading man, Mr. Arie Luyendyk Jr. Although he has no regrets about his decisions on the show so far, there are a few things he'd change if he could turn back time. Any guesses?
The wrestling date was like, I was like, turn this off.
Arie is getting slammed a lot.
I was so uncomfortable that I could feel how uncomfortable I was through the TV screen, and I had to relive that moment of being slammed to the ground by Kenny. Things like that, you know, the kissing, a lot of kissing. The way it's edited, sometimes I'm like, man, I wish they would have shown this, or I wish they would have shown that.
Will you accept this rose?
Absolutely, of course. Thank you.
But it is, you know, a summary of this crazy experience that I went through.
I know struggles make us stronger. And I think conflict, this is our first fight.
And there's a lot of times that, you know, they can't include the things that you might have liked about that date in particular. But you just have to kind of roll with it and have fun with it. And at the end of the day, it's very entertaining.
Happy Throwback Thursday, everyone! Woo! In honor of tomorrow's Olympic opening ceremony in Pyeongchang, we're throwing it back with an Olympic figure skating themed TBT.
All right, let's take a little walk down memory lane, shall we? First up, the 1976 Winter Olympics in Austria. You know the hair, Dorothy Hamill, at just 19 years old, earning bouquet after bouquet from audience members, becoming a total style icon, and oh yeah, by the way, winning herself a gold medal too.
Yeah, love her. On to the next decade. Valentine's Day 1984 in Sarajevo, where Jane Torville and Christopher Dean brought the heat to the ice rink.
Torville and Dean's steamy performance captivated the crowd with a near kiss and a sensual lover's embrace that one reporter recommended, quote, should be shown only after the kids have gone to bed, all right?
Yeah, would you ever guess that these two Brits never actually got together? They
No.
just saved their romantic tension for the ice.
I can't believe it, and apparently it paid off. Well, the next decade, the 1990s, were full of skating legends. Let's talk about one who defied gravity and Olympic rules. 24-year-old French skater Surya Boehlke memorably performed a flawless backflip in Nagano in 1998, landing on only one blade. Guys,
crazy.
These blades are only a 16th of an inch wide.
It's very, very impressive. But backflips are forbidden in competition, so the judges actually punished her with a 10th place finish. So fair. But daring has always been her calling card. She says, quote, it's called free skating. You should be able to do what you want.
Hear, hear. Easily, the most dramatic throwback is from 2002 in Salt Lake City when Canadian pairs Jamie Salé and David Peltier took advantage of the Russian leader's flawed final performance, skating a perfect piece that wowed their fans, commentators, and fellow skaters, and then, to everyone's surprise, came in second place.
Yeah, no sooner had they received their silver medals than a French judge tearfully confessed that her vote had been coerced. U.S. prosecutors would go on to indict a Russian organized crime figure for orchestrating the vote swap. Very scandalous.
So much scandal there.
I
They
know.
ended up sharing the gold medal with the Russians, a surprise and controversial move for sure.
Yeah, and I know we already did the 90s, but come on. This list would not be complete without one of the cutest Olympic moments ever. Tara Lipinski's gold medal victory at just 15 years old. She's still the youngest ever to win the gold in individual ladies singles event.
For even more on the best of Olympic figure skating, pick up this special edition of People Today. And guys, let's check in with our question of the day one last time. We've been asking you for your worst date stories.
One Twitter user says, worst date story, Frank Sinatra music playing in the car. We were 17. He had on too much cologne, and when I said I liked chocolate, he stopped the car, ran into a bodega, and got me chocolate. Such a cheese ball.
Sorry this guy went out of his way to
He's like a really nice guy.
That's the person that's impossible to please. Look at that guy, Frank Sinatra, that's romantic. Oh, you like chocolate? Guess what, I got you chocolate right now.
Yeah, I mean, instantly, like right away.
It was maybe overkill, but in a really good way.
He's
All
a
right.
nice guy.
Shay writes, oh, go ahead.
Shay writes, I once had a guy tell me that the date was going to be awkward at the beginning of the date. You could feel the awkwardness in the air after that. He was then confused as to why I didn't agree to a second date.
He thought maybe he could like hit it over the head early and say like, oh, it's gonna be awkward, and then call it out so it wouldn't be, and it got
No,
worse.
you can't do that kind of stuff. And also, it's only as awkward as you think it is. Like if you're thinking it's gonna be awkward, then yeah, it's gonna be awkward.
As we see in The Bachelor all the time, you get lost in your head,
Yeah,
forget
it's
it.
bad.
What's
Get
your
out
worst?
of that.
Let's
Get out
hear
of your
it.
head.
You've got some.
I have
you've
so
got some
many
good
that we don't
ones.
have time for. I will say that
Or that we are unable to
a
say.
recent one at the end of the day, like I realized the guy was really, really, really drunk. And it came out later that he had taken 4 shots in the 10 minutes while he was waiting for me.
Oh, he was nervous.
He was nervous.
Yeah, terrible
Yeah,
idea.
except he got super wasted by the end of the day.
Destroyed the whole thing.
Yeah, and he.
Don't get drunk before the day, guys. Crazy town.
We'll be asking you guys a new question of the day tomorrow on People Now, so come back at 8:30.
Also coming up tomorrow, Jordin Sparks back talking marriage, babies, potato chips, all of it. Tune in to find out. Plus, Montgomery Gentry's Eddie Montgomery opens up about moving on after Troy Gentry's death and how the country music community helped him cope, and it's continuing to help him as he goes on this press tour.
All right, thank you so much for watching. For now, we leave you with one last thing from Lucy Lawless. Enjoy.
Bye, guys.
Hi, I'm Lucy Lawless, and this is One Last Thing. The last movie I saw was Get Out. I loved Get Out because I thought the acting was superlative. Those 2 young stars, wow.
Get out. Sorry, man. Get out! Yo!
My last vacation was on a ship in the Arctic above Norway with Greenpeace to save the Arctic. Last time I was starstruck was Danny DeVito, and that was at an Elizabeth Warren fundraiser, and his tummy was sticking out of the bottom of his shirt. It's amazing.